Oh, I'm sorry. Thinking of all these movies just makes me laugh. Hey everyone, welcome to the top 10 list, and here's a top 10 of movies that are hilariously bad. Yes. You know, like, any of you are familiar with Chris Stuckman's channel? Yes, he's a YouTube reviewer, movie reviewer. He's fantastic. Go check him out. He's amazing. He has these videos called Hilariosity videos. Basically, he grabs a bad movie and he reviews it. And these movies are usually so bad. They're horrendously bad. But they're so bad, they're hilarious. And yeah, I thought I would make a top 10 of my personal favorite bad movies that are hilarious to watch. So yeah, these are all movies that are bad. Some of these are the worst movies of all time, but occasionally I gotta watch them because they're so fucking funny. They're hilarious. So yeah, here's my top 10 hilariously bad movies. And before our top 10 list, you gotta have your honorable or dishonorable mentions, whatever, mentions. And my honorable, dishonorable mentions for hilariously bad movies are Troll 2, Twilight, Plan 9 from Outer Space, Crossover, Roadhouse, Maximum Overdrive, and The Darkest Hour. All shitty movies. Hilarious, though. But they didn't make the top 10. What did make my top 10 was my number 10. My number 10 is ATM. This is a Canadian horror movie, so if a lot of you Americans have never heard of it, it's Canadian. Unfortunately, this movie... Oh my god. I've never had a horror movie so consistently stupid. Like, I was throughout this entire movie, I was screaming and laughing. Like, it's so dumb. You know, one of those ATMs that are in, like, those glass booths? So yeah, that's the story of this movie. 3 people go into an ATM booth and get money out. And then there's a guy with a hood waiting for them out there. And that's the whole movie. It's 3 people trapped in an ATM because some weird killer guy is out there waiting to kill them. That's the story of this movie, and it's ridiculous. These 3 people don't know this guy's going to try to kill them, and, okay, he is, but run out of the ATM. The whole movie, I'm like, just run out of the ATM. You don't know he has a weapon? He doesn't even have a weapon. He has, like, an axe. That's it. Why don't you 3 of you try to fight him? You could probably take him. He's probably like an old guy. Like, run out of the ATM and fight him. And throughout the whole movie, they just stand there in panic. I'm like, these are some of the stupidest characters. The acting is really bad, but just the stupid decisions these people make is just hilarious. And the story, that is a dumb idea for a movie. People stuck in an ATM because there's a killer. Oh, that's retarded! And this movie is so stupid. And of course, when they eventually do run out, they run out one at a time. Like, no! Like, oh my god. And of course, what happens to some of them? Yeah, the killer grabs like a hose and floods the ATM booth. Like, where did he get the hose? Yeah, this movie is absolutely stupid. One of the funniest and dumbest horror movies I've ever watched. ATM. Give it a watch. It's quite hilarious. Coming number 9 is Jason X. Yes, Jason in space. That says it all. Jason Voorhees in space. That is hysterical. The kills are so over the top and goofy, they're hilarious. Jason, yeah, he's like a machine Jason killer thing, and he fights another female robot. And it ends with him flinging him out of the ship and him in the water. This movie's stupid. It's hilarious, though. It's so funny. It's one of the worst horror movies I've ever watched. It's hilarious, though. Coming number 8 is The Room. Yes, you're tearing me apart, Lisa. Tommy Wiseau. Oh my god, Tommy Wiseau. This movie is so freaking funny. The Room. Everybody knows The Room. Come on. Tommy Wiseau wrote, directed, produced, and starred in this movie. And see the look of that guy? God, he looks creepy. And he is so creepy in this movie. The constant things he says in this movie. How's your sex life, Mark? I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. What? And of course, Denny, that kid is fucking creepy as shit. I just love watching you guys. I'm like, okay. And like, of course, Mark, the friend Mark, what's going on, Lisa? What's going on, man? What are you doing? Stripping naked in front of me? What's going on? And of course, how they do like bad dramatic scenes is just hilarious. Like there's a scene when Lisa, the character Lisa, is talking with her mother, and she's like, "Well, how's Johnny? Oh, he's fine. Well, I'm feeling sick. Oh, are you? Yeah, I have cancer." I'm like, okay, apparently she's got cancer. Oh my god, it's hilarious. This movie, I bet you a lot of people see this movie. This movie is so ridiculously bad. It is so funny. This is one of the best comedies out there, and I love watching The Room. It's so dumb, but it's enjoyable to watch. Coming number 7 is The Wicker Man. Yes, not the bees, not the bees. Oh my eyes, yes, Nick Cage. Nicolas Cage. Yes, Nicolas Cage and The Wicker Man. Wow, this movie is bad. Really bad. I love the original Wicker Man with Christopher Lee. That's a great horror movie. Wow, this movie is bad. Holy shit. It's hilarious, though. Like, Nicolas Cage is overacting, of course. You know, him wearing a bear suit. Oh, bitch. And, of course, the bee scene. Oh, my eyes. They're not even in your eyes, Nick. Why are you screaming? They're not even in your eyes. And, oh, my God. Coming number 6 is Battlefield Earth. Yes, this is hands down the worst science fiction film I have ever seen. This is probably in my top 5 worst movies of all time. I fucking hate this movie. It's funny, though. It's funny. John Travolta, before you could even spell your name. There are these aliens with these big hands and dreadlocks. Are we supposed to take these things seriously? Between the bad performance of John Travolta and Forrest Whitaker, the entire movie is filmed so crooked. Like, the camera's always tilted like this. You're always, like, watching it like this. Feels like the actors are gonna, like, fall off the screen. I'm retired! Yeah, it's hilarious, though. This movie is one of the worst things I've ever watched. It's one of the worst things I've ever experienced. But it's very funny. It's very funny. It doesn't have the watchability of some movies, but it's funny, though. Coming number 5 is Texas Chainsaw. Yes, this one actually just came out a couple years ago, and I know so many people hate this movie. I was one of them. This movie was fucking awful. But I was laughing a lot for this movie. It was very funny. It's really stupid, yeah. Let's make Leatherface the good guy. Yeah, he's a good guy. What a nice fella. He murders people with chainsaws. He's scary as shit. He's a great guy. He's just misunderstood. That's why he just misses his family. No, it's Leatherface. He's a scary bastard. What, are you trying to make him likable? Yeah, this movie's terrible. And this movie takes place after the original Texas Chainsaw. So the movie's supposed to take place in the 1980s. But they're all talking like it's the 2010s. There's like rap music playing that's like from the 2000s. I'm like, this is an 80s movie. Why is there, like, current rap music on? You got Trey Songz in this movie who can't act with a shit. Well, no one can act with a shit. And then there's that scene with a guy with a cell phone. He's got, like, an iPhone, and he's using it as a flashlight. I'm like, we're in the 1980s. Why do you have an iPhone? Oh, God. Oh, yeah, some of the scenes and even the kills are just hilarious. I was pissed at myself laughing. It's a god-awful, one of the worst movies of 2013, but it is fucking hysterical. Coming number 4 is The Happening. Yes, of course, M. Night Shyamalan, ding dong, yeah. M. Night Shyamalan, this is one of his worst movies. This movie is so funny, though. Like, what's the villain in this movie? Trees, Mother Nature, yeah, the most scariest thing you can ever think of. Trees. They're terrifying. And the whole movie, people are just killing themselves, and honestly, it's just funny. Like, when people are doing it, it's pretty comical. People flinging off rooftops, one guy feeding himself to a lion, one guy going on a lawnmower. It's just kind of funny to watch, and this girl, like, stabbing herself on the bench. I'm like, it's supposed to be scary, but why am I laughing at this? And, of course, Mark Wahlberg. Take an interest in science. And the old lady, you're going to murder me in my sleep. What? No. Oh, the best scene, my all-time favorite scene in this movie is when Mark Wahlberg sees a doll on a bed, and he goes up to the doll and goes, Mrs. Jones? No, Mark, that's not Mrs. Jones, it's a fucking doll. hot dog guy too. I want to mention the hot dog guy. That guy is freaking hilarious. I love that guy. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. In the middle of a scene, he's like, "You guys like hot dogs, right? You like hot dogs, right? What is wrong with hot dogs? It's such an underrated food. It's got its meat, and its protein. It's a great." What is that got to do with anything? Oh, happening. Terrible movie. Hilarious, though. Coming number 3 is a tie between Jaws 4: The Revenge and Jaws 3D. Both of these Jaws sequels are hilariously bad. Jaws 3D mostly because the acting's just over the top and the effects on the sharks look so fucking funny. They look like little plastic things, and every time I watch Jaws 3D, I laugh at the effects. They're just so freaking funny. And the way they kill it, look like little action figures. It's very funny to watch. And yeah, but Jaws 4 is a little more funnier. I should have put them as a tie, but Jaws 4: The Revenge. The Revenge. Yeah, apparently sharks can have revenge, and oh my god, this movie is really bad. And Jaws 4: The Revenge is so bad, it says 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's how bad this movie is. It's hilarious though, yeah. The Jaws sequels, Jaws 2, I didn't hate that movie, but it was never good. There was only one good Jaws movie, it was the first one. But 3 and 4, they're hilariously bad. Coming number 2 is The Marine. Yes, John Cena's The Marine. Again, just like I said with ATM, I never watched the movie so much, I was just laughing and screaming at the TV. Oh my god. The story of the Marine, oh, who gives a shit? A lot of shit happens to this character. John Cena plays him, and this character is like Superman. Yeah, Superman, yeah. He survives, like, everything, and it's like the most unrealistic things ever. And it's hilarious to watch because it's so stupid. Like, everything he did in this movie is the most unrealistic thing I have ever watched. I was, like, screaming at the TV when I watched this movie. I haven't watched this movie in so long, but when I watched it, I was yelling at the TV. I'm like, bullshit! Bullshit! Like, that is bullshit. But by the end of it, I was just laughing my ass off. This movie, you have to experience this movie once. This movie, you gotta see it to believe it. It is the most unrealistic and most dumbest action movie I have ever watched. It is horrible. It's horrendous. I would recommend it to everybody, though, because it is so bad, you gotta experience it once, because it is, of course, hilariously bad. And the number 1 most hilariously bad movie is Batman and Robin, of course. This is the worst superhero movie ever made, and probably like my 3rd least favorite movie of all time. It's funny, though. It's hilarious. Like, it's very funny. It's stupid. Not a single person in this movie gives a good performance. Not a single costume looks good. Not a single shot is good. Not a single ounce of dialogue is well said or told. There's no good writing, no good direction. It's not executed or structuralized at all. And it's just a bad, bad movie. Some of the worst action I've ever seen. But it's so fucking hilarious. The performances are just so bad. They're fucking... And everyone's fucking hilarious. Well, not everyone. But the bad nipples, and Arnold Schwarzenegger... terrible in the movie, but he's hilarious. Everyone in this movie, and the Bane is like retarded. Bomb, bomb, dumb Sasquatch, Bane. That's not what Bane sounds like. This movie is very frustrating and very stupid and a complete insult to Batman. Yes, Bat credit card. How did he get a Bat credit card? Like, I really want to know the details of how he got that credit card. How? How? You need ID for a credit card. What, do they have a Batman ID? Like, Anyways, this movie is horrible. Just terrible. One of the worst movies of all time. But, of course, it is the best hilariously bad movie. So yeah, that was my top 10 hilariously bad movies. In the comment section below, please tell me what did you think of this list, and also give me your top 10 lists of hilariously bad movies. Movies you watch, you know they're bad, but they're hilarious to watch. Give me some of your top 10s. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.